Hey, everybody. On this episode of Samp&Chance, we are going to preview the Alexander Usyk Dubois fight coming from Poland. Later on that night, the heavyweights will take center stage again as Big Baby Anderson, Jared Anderson. He competes. Also, Nico Ali Wash is on that card. Abdullah Mason. That is a great card, guys. All this and Mike Tyson training Francis Ngannou. All this and so much more on the next episode of Samp&Chance. Here we go, guys. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Samp&Chance. Before we start this episode, Mr. Chance Michaels, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Pretty good, my friend. Pretty good. I know this is the boxing show, but we really should just touch on it because we are here. At the time of this recording, yesterday, we lost Terry Funk. And a couple hours ago, we got word that Bray Wyatt has passed away at the age of 36. No information on cause or anything like that. Deepest condolences to his family. Very tragic, very, very tragic. We will touch on this more in the future, so stay tuned for that. But Chance, how are you, my friend?
Good. Ready to do some boxing talk, and yeah, let's get at it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's get at it. Yeah, so here we go, man. The heavyweights are taking center stage. Saturday boxing is in full effect. Two really good cards here. I'm not sure too much about the undercard in the morning, but the evening card, the top rank card, is spectacular. Before we get into it, I'll say this much, man. I've noticed the one thing with top rank that they do really, really well is their prospect pool.
Top Rank's got the best young talent in the world right now.
No, 100%. Between Bob Arum and the guys that are running everything up there, they really know how to build their prospects. Also, to be fair, it's the truth, right?
Bob Arum's like Vinnie Mac in a lot of ways. They always love the young talent. They always going for the young, hungry guys or ladies.
Yeah, no,
similar that way. They have that mentality.
Yeah, no, it's 100%, right? So it's kind of cool to see. That's the one thing Top Rank does very, very well, and I just wanted to bring that to attention.
And it's a free card too on Saturday, which is nice. So
both cards, both cards are free.
Yep.
For us, anyways. All right, so let's get into it. Let's start with the first fight of the night. All three titles. Unified heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk is taking on his mandatory WBA regular champion Daniel Dubois.
I haven't seen so much non-enthusiasm for a heavyweight fight with belts line like this one. The odds say it all. Most books have Usyk as a 10-1 favorite. It means you got to put $1,000 down to win $100. They're giving Dubois no respect. Dubois is no bum. It's 18-1. He's only got one loss to Joy Joyce there.
19-1, sorry.
Yeah, 19-1. He's only got one loss. So that's pretty good. He's not like it's going to be a cakewalk. I think Usyk will win by a decision. But did you hear what Usyk said? Was it today or yesterday? He's like, I need Fury. We got to do the belts. He's right.
Yeah. He called him the Gypsy Queen as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my look at it. Yeah, I'm not, you're on the money, man. I mean, but I'm gonna break it down a little bit here for you.
Yeah, we'll break it down.
The way I look at this fight kind of playing out now, yesterday I watched the open workouts and Daniel came out first, right? And I'm thinking, oh, okay, he's looking pretty good. Wow, good movement. I love how he's working his jab.
Yeah, he's no joke.
No, he's no joke, right? But then Usyk came out. And then I realized, oh shit, okay. I mean, just
got a punch chance, basically.
Well, look, here's how I look at this fight. This is how I think this fight's gonna play out. I don't think he can box Usyk. Okay. Yes, he has a fighter's chance. I think he needs to work his jab. This is what I think he needs to do personally, in my own opinion. I think he needs to work behind that jab and keep going for that chest and that body. He has to work that body. Forget the head, work his body, because that's Usyk's greatest element, right? If you think about it, it's his movement. It's his movement, his ability to transition southpaw to orthodox to this. He's just the way he moves on his feet, the quickness, the IQ of this man is, it's great. I get it. Usyk looked pretty good. He's filling out as a heavyweight, man. I mean, he's looking pretty decent, right? And he still has the speed intact. I think for Dubois to have a chance, and he does have a chance because he has power, he has crack in his punch,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
And
anything could.
one thing I've heard anybody say, he's 11 years younger than Usyk. So Usyk's 36, so he's a little bit
Yeah,
older. I'm gonna call him an old man, but
yeah.
Dubois is young. He's more energetic. That, if he's got to look at the positives, that's one thing I'll give Dubois. Look, he's a little harder hitter, and he's younger. 11 years is a lot in a fight.
No, 100%, right? And like Dubois been training in Spain at a higher altitude, so
Yeah,
he's getting his cardio up and whatnot. Dubois' only chance to victory, in my opinion, is that he has to get it done before the 6th. If it's not done before the 6th, if he doesn't get his work in and doesn't get the job done, I think it's over for him. He doesn't
I
stand a
think
chance.
Dubois is going to come out and try to muscle him, bully him, be careless, and that's where he might get caught.
Well, he might get caught. I mean, that's the approach, right? But I think he has to be smart because he knows. I don't think
Yeah.
he's naive to not know what he's going up against here, right? Um, you know, he
Usyk
has
is good. He's a great boxer, but doesn't intimidate you. You're not scared of him like you are like a Fury or a Wilder with this crazy power. He's got some pop, but he's not an intimidating figure like Mike Tyson or Fury or Wilder, right? So I don't think Dubois is scared of him. He'll probably will lose. I think Usyk will win on a decision, outbox and box circles around him. I don't think Dubois will go down.
no. Well, I mean, I don't think so either, right? I mean, I think if Usyk will take this in 12. I think that's my prediction as well, right? I mean, if he does finish him before that, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
But again, Daniel is just too flat-footed, man. Honestly, and and the other thing here also, I mean, it's hard to ignore his last 2 fights going into this one.
Dubois.
Joe Joyce beating him,
Yeah.
handing him that defeat. And if there's one guy right now who's probably kicking himself, is Joy Joyce, because if he had beaten Zhang, this would have been his fight.
Yeah, I know. But he didn't do it, right? So good for Dubois for stepping up. He's a mandatory.
No, but here's the thing. Now, I found this really interesting. Dubois the mandatory, the WBA mandatory. Now, I've noticed that the WBA likes to do this from time to time when it suits their preferences. How often do you see the regular champion fight the super champion?
Not often, man.
There you go, right? So it shows, again, and I'm starting to kind of realize this more and more. It's like star power and everything else. It all plays a role in all of this. I get it, right? You would never see Haney have to defend his titles against the regular champion, right?
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
They wouldn't do that, but this suits their purpose. So just the thought out there.
This is based, and Dubois is going against the hostile crowd because it's in Poland, so it's going to be all pro Usyk. The crowd will be pro Usyk.
Oh, there's 250,000 Ukrainians in Poland. I mean, I guess since the war started, just transplanted and whatnot. Usyk's a dangerous guy, man. I mean, like I've said this about Lomo as well, but Usyk, I just think he's just a little bit more scarier in that sense.
Well, he looks weird. Like he's
right.
Weird mustache, his hair weird, dress is weird. Like, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Right. He
not a regular looking dude.
No, he has this airy look about him. But I mean, like you can only truly appreciate if you've seen the things he's seen.
Yeah, I think after the Dubois fight and after the Nagano Fury fight, they're going to get it on.
I think so. I think it has to happen.
Both of them, and then they're going to get at it.
Well, that probably happened in the new year, right? So
it won't be this year.
No. All right. So I guess we're both agreeing 12th round Usyk, yeah?
Usyk by decision, yeah, unanimous.
Okay. And if Dubois can pull it off, would you have a prediction?
If Dubois pulls it off, he'll knock him out with a lucky shot, maybe round 7, round 8. But I mean, I don't see that happening. Usyk's too slick for him.
All right. Remember,
but I would like Dubois to win. I'm not a huge fan of Usyk.
No.
Like, he's a great boxer. I'm not cheering for him either way.
Here's how I see this happening, man. If Dubois wins, he's going to fight Deontay Wilder. Deontay's going to knock him out with 1 punch, and you're going to get Tyson first and Deontay Wilder 4.
Yeah, I don't want that. No, I don't want that.
That's what's going to happen.
Go Fury, Wilder, Joshua, and Usyk, and Fury, and do that super heavyweight card in Saudi Arabia. That would be massive.
If Dubois wins, I think he knocks him out in the 3rd round.
Could be.
Right?
I think Dubois got to be aggressive here.
He has to be aggressive, but he has to be smart, man. He can't be stupid aggressive. He can't be Aljamain Sterling stupid.
Yeah, I know. Usyk's too slick. He's too good of a boxer. So if you got to get hard on, he's going to get you.
He's got to get him in the chest. He's got to hurt his chest. He's got to hurt that body, man.
He's got to make it a dirty fight. push
He's
him
got
around
it.
a little bit.
He's got it. He's
Dirty
got a
box,
rough elbowing,
get in
he's got
his
to get
head.
that elbow a
Yeah,
bit and this and that. But that all being said, I don't think anything stirs this man. He seems
it's pretty calm,
cold.
pretty cool.
He's a
Yeah,
cold cat, dude.
he is a cold guy.
He's a
You see it.
cold looking dude, man. He
He is.
He's
If
the kind
anybody
of,
can rattle him, it'll be Fury because he can play those mind games and rough him up a little bit.
yeah. Speaking of Fury, have you watched any of his Netflix special or show?
I haven't. No, is it any good?
I watched the first episode. I'm on the second episode
Is
now.
it like a reality show or is it
It's a
boxing?
reality show. It's called like Home with the Furies or Life at Home with the
Oh,
Furies,
that's gonna be
something like
good.
that.
He's so entertaining. I gotta
It's
catch that.
it's a really good show. It's kind of interesting. It starts right after he announced his retirement in July. Like I guess it starts in July 22. So he
Okay.
just finished Deontay. He called the retirement and everything. This is leading up to Tommy's fight before Jake,
Okay.
right? So all the stuff leading up into 2022 and kind of insightful. I don't know how much of it is exaggerated because it's in front of the cameras and
And
everything,
he's a
but
hell of a right, but still, I mean, I
yeah.
want to see it.
No, it's good. It's on Netflix. Check it out, man. I
Yeah.
watched one episode today. Yeah,
Netflix has covered a lot of good sports stuff. They got some good college football stuff. They got some boxing. This, I mean, they're doing really good right now as far as sports wise for the
yeah, I
documentary.
know. The F1 documentary is amazing. I mean, you
The
know
one
me.
on Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
good.
No, it's all good. They're doing a lot of really good stuff here. Okay,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to bring this up, and we keep getting off course here. I want to bring this up because I think this is an interesting point that not many people are touching on per se. Would you be surprised if he knocked him out? Usyk to
Usyk?
Dubois. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
let's keep in mind, remember his last fight against the South African Kevin Lorena. Okay. Dubois got knocked down 3 times in the first round.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I wouldn't be shocked. Usyk's a good boxer, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the power, he also has power, right?
He's
And
got
who
like
knew?
13 knockouts or something like that.
Right. So, I
yeah.
mean, he's got that weight now as well. Like he looks bigger than he did against Joshua in either fight.
Yeah, he's bulking
Like
up, getting ready for Fury.
Right. His body's getting bigger. You can see he's filling out, right? It's like watching a 13-year-old boy turn into a man in a way.
Yeah, because he's small. He's a small heavyweight.
Right. So
and Fury and Wilder are monsters. Absolute monsters.
No, but yeah, for sure.
Scary guys.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually gets the knockout here either, just based on the fact that Dubois has shown that he can go down.
Yeah.
And I really think he has more power than Kevin Lorena.
He does. Yeah.
Right. So I think we have to watch for that as well. Like one thing I don't think a lot of people talked about in the Spence Crawford match was Spence how Spence fares against Southpaws.
Mm-hmm.
We never talked about it. We never really touched on it.
Not many did, yeah.
No, not many did, including us. Not many talked about the fact that Spence hasn't really fought many Southpaws by design. Now we know why.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Now we know why Joyce, was trying to stay away from Southpaws. Look what happened to him.
There's always a reason why sometimes in the matchmaking, these guys are smart.
Right? It just makes sense. Like I get it how they're trying to build these careers. Now they went, so interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, man, let's get our backpack. Let's hop on a plane and let's travel back stateside. I think we're in Tulsa, home of the Tulsa King. You still watching that show? How is it?
Yeah, I've seen most of this. Really good show, man. You gotta check it out. Stone's one of my favorites.
No, dude,
I know he's not technically good. Like the Hollywood guys would say he's not a good actor. He's all action, but I like action, right? I mean, he's not like a, you know what I mean, a sophisticated actor. But if you like action, that's a show.
Look. I mean, every genre has their goats, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were to put De Niro in the role of Rambo, I don't think it would have worked.
No, because he's not a tough guy.
That's what I'm right. I mean, but then I wouldn't put Rocky in as one of the Goodfellas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I mean, it's all
some of Stallone's underrated movies are Expendables. Those movies are good.
No, for sure, man. I mean, for what he does, and what he brings to the table, it's successful. Same with Arnold. Same with Jean-Claude Van Damme, right? I mean, yeah, people can knock their actual acting ability, but what they bring to the screen, people want, right?
Absolutely. They want the action.
So at the end of the day, Bloodsport, all those movies, if they keep asking him to make movies because people are wanting to watch them.
Yes, and Stallone's what, 75, 73, 75. He's not a young man. He's still in great shape, though.
No, and they're great. All right, so planes landed. Here we are. We are in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Big baby Jared Anderson, 2 months removed from his toughest test.
It's Charles Martin.
Charles Martin, man, got the job done, but he was tested. He was hurt.
He didn't look great. He's even apologizing for his performance.
Yeah,
He did not
no,
look great.
no, he didn't. But that was his first real test. Now, Chance, I apologize. I do not have the name of his opponent. But I don't think
I do right in front of me.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Where was I? Just had it.
While Chance looks that up, also on this card we have Nico Olivosh. Rudenko. Okay. I don't know much about Rudenko.
No, you do. He's an up and comer. He's not very well.
So a safe fight to come back to. Too soon? Do you think?
No, I don't think so. Not at his age. He's come back right with Ali, like Nico Ali Walsh, because they're young. They got to showcase themselves. Jared's so pissed off with his last performance. He told old man Bob, "I want to get back in the ring right away."
But do you think taking a lesser opponent will benefit him, or do you think he should have fought someone closer to where he just came from?
This is a tune-up fight to get his confidence back, just like Joshua did. It was trying to get his confidence back, have a tune-up fight. I mean, Rudenko's record, he's 34-6. His last fight he lost by TKO.
I'll argue this only because I don't see why his confidence will be like. I get what you're saying, right? But for me, I would think like, okay, you just Charles Martin, former heavyweight champion. Yeah, he tested
Rudenko's from the Ukraine too, so you got the country supporting him, right? So, but he's 35-6. So last fight he got TKO. So this should be an easy work for Jared Anderson. Something to get him back on that pedestal.
No, for sure. But I don't think why he should be discouraged. I mean, I think he got exactly what he should have gotten from that Charles Martin fight. I think he probably got more education and more knowledge about himself and about his ability than he did any other fight he's ever had before, right?
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like going backwards. I get what you're saying. I don't think he needs a confident boost. I think there's enough positives that he can take from that last fight and build off of that. It's almost like you're playing at level 15, but then you decide to go back to level 5, right? To make yourself feel good. I don't know. That's just me personally.
Like the same thing they did with Joshua. They give you a guy you're going to work, and then it gets you back on the limelight, gets you back up on the pedestal, sell pay-per-views.
Well, I tell you what, man, if this is a card of prospects, this whole card is lit. Girls, I tell you, you got to please watch this card. Yeah. It's really good. You're going to see the future here of boxing. Here's an opportunity to see future champions, guaranteed future champions in their weight classes. Nico Ali Walsh, this kid's just working it hard, man. I mean, Jared Anderson, Nico Ali Walsh, Abdullah Mason, these are 3 prospects on the top rank banner. All 3 of these guys were on the last card. All 3 of these guys are fighting again together. I love watching these guys fight, man.
Yeah, Nico Ali Walsh 8-0, right? And he just fought in February, so he's staying active like every 6 months, which is good, right?
Well, we've seen him fight, and then we saw him fight again 3 months after that. So this guy's fighting at least, he's doing what we want to see the guys do.
Yeah, he's trying to make a name.
3-4 times a year, right? And I don't know, was he coming off his first loss in that last fight?
No, he won.
February? He won. It was the fight after that he lost, right? Yeah.
No, he's Nico Ali Walsh 8-1.
Yeah, that's
the
what
one
I'm saying.
No contest.
Oh, okay. That was his second to last fight before this one, then.
That's right. Yeah. So it doesn't count as a loss. Yeah.
Okay. So
he's technically 8-0 in the books.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, Top Rank, like I said to you before, man, I think they've always done a fantastic job with prospects. Now, this is the shitty part. You had a guy like Terrence Crawford for so long, finally builds his name, then he walks away. That's the shitty part of building prospects, eh? Being able to hold on to them.
36, right? And eventually they get a name for themselves, like Mayweather, De La Hoya. They kind of just go on their own,
Yeah.
You can't keep everybody, but it's like WWE. You can't keep everybody. Some guys just want to venture off, right?
No, 100%, man. I get that, but it kind of sucks, right? Sometimes, you put all that effort in, you grow them, you nurture them, you take care of them, you feed them, you clothe them, you bathe them, you love them, you hug them, you kiss them.
Then away they go.
Right? I guess that's something we have to look forward to as parents then.
Pretty much, yep. Go on the way and away they go.
All right. Chance, we didn't really get a chance to touch on this too much. I'm gonna bring this topic up cold. Alicia Baumgartner tested positive for PEDs, my friend.
Bender.
Wow. Crazy.
It's not shocking. She's trying to get an edge, trying to get advantage. She's cheating.
I I don't
She's doing it on
understand
purpose.
why they all come out and say the same thing. I don't know what this is. I can't even pronounce it. Like I get you're trying to get out in front of it.
They're just ashamed. Not going to say, yes, I cheated. I knowingly cheated. I knowingly wanted to beat my opponent by cheating. So I don't have confidence in myself to do it.
I'm
They,
trying to
they
think
can't say
of
that.
an athlete who actually just came out and said, yeah.
Some
I
guys,
cheated.
after they get caught, like, Mark McGuire or A-Rod will lie about it. Eventually they'll come, but usually
No,
they just
no, but
say,
I know there's one guy who just said, yeah, I did it. Who was that?
there's a few guys that admitted to it eventually.
No,
They
no, no.
always
I know eventually they always come back around and eventually it comes out, right? I mean, but there are a couple athletes I know of, I know for sure that when it was announced, they just said, yeah, I didn't, I made a mistake,
yeah. That's
right?
the way to go.
Well, that's
Longer
it.
now.
Who do you, I'm just trying to think, was it Palmero?
No, Rafael Palmeiro denied it.
He denied it. Okay. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
think who came out. Giambi?
McGuire admitted it after because he's already done, right?
Right, but Giambi?
Giambi admitted it. Andy
Right,
Pettit admitted it
right. But Giambi admitted it right away.
when he got caught. Yeah, he was already finished pretty much. Pettit
No, no,
admitted
no.
it when he ratted on Roger Clemens.
Yeah.
If you're cheating, they got caught, right?
I never understood how PEDs helped. Like, okay, if you're a batsman, I get it, but what did it do for pitchers? I guess it's built their arm strength.
Builds their arm strength, gives you extra cardio, it gives you extra energy in the gym to lift more weights, to run faster, run harder. So it builds up your muscle, recover quicker.
But I always believe that you still need to have eye.
You still have to have natural ability, and yeah.
Well, you have to have eye-hand coordination, man. Without that, no amount of steroids will help you.
No, yeah, these guys are already naturally talented. This gives them that extra edge, which isn't fair because other guys that aren't doing it don't have that edge.
What do you think of
the game.
letting everybody do anything they want?
No, because then what's going to happen is if you start doing that, they're going to start having heart attacks, start doing too much, and the guys going to drop them like flies and they get sued. So you have to have some sort of regulations.
No, I know. I'm just being funny.
I know what you're saying. Some people just say let them do all the roids they want and best man win or woman, right?
Yeah.
What?
It's just kind of weird because I mean now we've had Dillian White, we've had Connor Ben this year. We have Alicia Baumgartner. That I think that shocked me a little bit because you don't
really see the girls doing
exactly right. So I don't know. And here's the other part that's really weird. Like if you look within all the governing bodies, you got USADA in the States, you got VADA in Europe, you got this organization over here, and they're all doing different testing. This is the problem with testing, man. These major groups with the boxing organizations need to get together and decide on one specific list that they all work off of.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
There's things on USADA that you can take on VADA. There's things on VADA that you can't take on USADA. So there's chances are that the things, and this is what I understand, whatever she took is okay according to that, but not to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. Let's see how
she's pushing the line though. She's walking. She knows better. She's not like she's an amateur fighter. She knows what you can and can't do. So she was walking a tightrope,
No, I know. It's unfortunate, man. I mean, this girl had a really, really wicked, and this is the sad part. Like, did this rise all of a sudden because of all the shit, all the gear?
Like, awesome. This won't affect her though, because you know why? It didn't affect Canelo. He did it and he shook it off, and he's still one of the most famous boxers in the world. Nobody even talks about him, right?
Canelo is Canelo. He's in a different league of his own, right? Canelo and Tyson Fury are the only guys who can get away whatever they want.
Pretty much.
Right? Like, look at it. WBC. And that's the other thing, man. I mean, another tangent here. The governing bodies, they're so screwed. The WA is deciding to put their regular champion in against their, to suit their needs. The WBO is going to strip Charlo the minute he walks into the ring against Canelo.
I know. There's too many governing bodies. There's too many belts in boxing too.
Right?
Way too many belts.
If Tim Tszyu was so pissed off that he's not getting his fight, then why is he already fighting someone else?
October 15th, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think he's pissed off. Everybody involved in this process at 154 and at 168, even you look at David Benavidez in the interviews that he's done in the little clips that I've seen of his, he doesn't seem upset over the Charlo Canelo fight. Everyone
Yeah,
accepts it. They all
he's still
see it.
young, right? He's 26-0.
Right,
And
right. Well,
Canelo's got a good point. Canelo, and I agree with him. I don't usually agree with Canelo. He can't fight everybody that calls him out, or he'll be fighting every day, right? I mean, Benavidez he's only headlined a few big pay-per-views. Canelo's done pay-per-views all over the world for a long time. So Benavidez will get his chance, but
no,
he's
you
gonna have
will.
big wins, right?
No.
I'm
But
support Benavidez, but I see what Canelo's saying. Why
yeah,
should it
yeah.
be Benavidez and not the next this guy or that guy?
No. But I
Right?
hear what you're saying. I agree with that completely. But what I'm saying is, I think everybody within the boxing world, fighters included, all understand the magnitude of this fight, which is why you're not seeing Zoo complain.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why you're not seeing David Benavidez really complaining. They're actually just saying, yeah, this is how it's going to play out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They both know they're number 2 or number 3 in line for either one of them. They'll get their call, right? So 2023 has been spectacular. It has.
This will be the first fight I've ever cheered for Canelo to win. I don't like the Charlo brothers at all. I don't like the way they act, how they talk, anything about them. So I've never cheered for Canelo in a fight, but I hope Canelo wins and mops the floor with him.
It's gonna be interesting,
we'll
man.
see.
As
Not
we
saying
get
he will,
closer,
but I'll be cheering for Canelo.
no, as we get closer, we'll start to kind
And
of piece
speaking
it
of
together.
Canelo, that segues into this. So they have you can watch it on Showtime or whatever, right? Order it or watch it in the bar. They also have this thing on pay-per-view.com with Jim Lampley. He's coming back for this fight. Now he's not calling the fight, but if you order the fight on pay-per-view.com, he's doing a live chat with whoever's on the chat. So he'll be hosting events all week, pumping the fight up, talking about it. And you can sit there, order on pay-per-view.com, ask your questions. He'll be live streaming, giving his commentary, not the official play-by-play, but telling you, look at this, look at that. And you can interact with him the whole fight. He hasn't called a fight in a few years. Probably the greatest boxing commentator of all time. So that's a cool feature that they're doing. So I had to point that out. Just heard about it today, actually. So I heard the fight that way, just so I can get in there. He's gonna have so many questions. You can't answer every question, right? But
not to put you on the spot. Is there a tag on it
for the fight? The price
for the PPV pay-per-view?
Yeah,
TV
it's the regular standard price was $80.
No, for the Lampley part, or is that if you buy the pay-per-view, that's included?
That's included.
Oh, okay. So if you buy,
if you want to watch it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
The regular stream will be Morello guys, but if you want to order on payperview.com, which is
okay,
you can sit there, watch the fight, and you chat with him. He'll be answering questions. If it's like, oh, look at that. Yeah. He's not actually calling the fight. You watch it on your TV, but if you want to go online with it, you can chat with him.
All right. Okay,
pretty cool. He'll be there all week, put it up and stuff. And tickets for that fight are insane. Upper Bowls is up to $700.
That's cheaper than Spence Crawford. Or no.
What was Spence Crawford's 5-6.
Yeah. What was the other Canelo fight that he had before that? The Bivol Triple G. That was like what, 1,500?
It got up to $8,900 for Upper Deck that day.
Yeah. Wow.
Because it's in T-Mobile, only hits 15 to 18,000 people, right? So
yeah. No. This is also T-Mobile, T-Mobile, right?
So they host everything at MGM all week, all that stuff, and then they bring the fight across the street.
All right, Chance. Anything happen on this day in boxing history?
Yeah, I got two things. Number one, it's James Lights Out Tony's 56th birthday. For some people that don't know, well, three different weight champion, but most people will remember him as the guy, the first boxer to come into the UFC. Randy Couture threw him down, choked him out. Just to give him the credit for doing that. And on this day in 1978, marvelous Marvin Hagler beat Bad Bernie Briscoe in Philadelphia, 10 rounds, unanimous decision. That was 45 years ago. Bad Bernie Briscoe, 10 rounds. At least lasted 10 rounds of Hagler. Got to give him that.
Brother, that's my hero.
Yeah.
That for me, if Ayrton Senna's a racing god to me, Marvin Hagler is my boxing god.
Yeah, he's cool. I mean, you got to get Briscoe proud. He lasted 10 rounds with the guy. So,
I think
I watched that fight the other day because I seen it coming up on the feed there. He had a bad cut over his head and still stuck it out. He's a tough guy.
I need to get some Hagler memorabilia. I have nothing of Hagler.
We hit up eBay, my man.
No, I will. That, or I'm just going to go and buy some baby blue shorts.
Yeah, you can do that too. You go on eBay, those sites, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I would love to find some. Well, I mean, I got.
He didn't die that long ago, so he's still signing stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of his. I got some of his T-shirts and stuff, right? Some that I've made, some that I bought, but I don't have anything of his. I don't know. I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look and see what's out there. Chance Michaels, thank you so much, brother. We have a great weekend of boxing afoot. I'm looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess let's wrap it up here, my friend. Do you have anything else you want to throw out there? Is there anything?
I was
Oh,
just saying, man, I've been checking out the last couple of weeks. I want to bring it up. The International Boxing Hall of Fame in New York. There, I don't know if you've seen it. Take a look at that. It's not that big, as big as the baseball one or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Real cool stuff in there. So one of these years, I want to go do the Baseball Hall of Fame in New York, then make my way down to the Boxing Hall of Fame.
Is it Coopertown? Is it New York?
Cooperstown, New York is for the baseball.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Boxing
was.
Hall of Fame is in Canonosta, New York.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
So
go
they're a
do it,
little bit
man.
of spread out, but
Yeah, yeah,
man,
yeah. But no, it's upstate New York, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
I mean,
easy. It's
spread
easy.
out, but
We could go to Toronto and drive into Rochester, man, and just go from there.
yeah, I mean, the Boxing Hall of Fame is not as big as the baseball one, but it's still some cool stuff in there, man.
No, have you ever been
I
to the
read the
hockey?
reviews on it. Looks cool. People say it's great.
Have you ever been to the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto?
No, I want to
It's pretty
though.
fun. It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
really interactive. I haven't been since 1999, mind you.
yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. They had a lot of great exhibits, a lot of
Oh, I bet.
interaction. It's fun for kids. I don't know what it is now, to be honest. I'm sure it's probably even better, but
Oh, yeah, they've upgraded it.
something to check out. All right, Chance. Oh, yes, before I forget, Tyson training Nagano.
I don't think it's any much of a difference.
It's kind of
I mean,
fun.
it's
I
cool.
watched I watched their hotboxing episode yesterday, or I listened to it anyways while I was at work. And the one thing Tyson said that, he has some ability there, right? Like he does look pretty good. Obviously, I think Tyson's going to carry him the way
Oh,
Floyd
yeah.
carried McGregor.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think he's going to knock him out. I mean, the reality of the situation is if he wants to finish this, he could have probably finished it in 2-3 rounds
You know
really
what I
fast.
hope to? Because you know what Tyson is. I would love for Tyson Fury and Mike Tyson to get a little. They're not ever going to fight too much of an age gap, and Tyson Fury would beat the crap out of him at this stage. But what I'm saying is, I can see them jawing at each other. If they start jawing at each other, that's going to be great entertainment.
I think that's gonna be good, but I don't. Here's the thing, man. I don't care how old Tyson is. Like I was looking at some of the videos, they have some clips up on YouTube. So guys, make sure to go check those out of Tyson with Nagano in Saudi Arabia right now training.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And there's some clips of Tyson hitting the bag, and I'm just looking at this man. I'm thinking, fuck, this guy's ferocious even now.
Oh yeah, he is. But he gasses out quick when he fought Roy
No,
Jones.
no, 100%.
He
But
still hits hard, man. You don't
right?
get in his way.
He's still scary, motherfucker, man.
Oh hell yeah, he's a
Right?
bad dude.
So I don't.
But yeah, it's cool that he's training
I
Nagano because it adds to the fight.
it adds to
Tyson
the fight.
training Nagano, but it won't make too much of it. It definitely helps, but it won't sway the outcome.
Hey man, I tell you what, man. The man
I'll
has
give
power.
Nagano credit for stepping in the world, the biggest, baddest boxer in the world, the toughest, biggest, strongest guy. You got to give Nagano credit for doing it. He's never done this before,
Brother,
right?
I give him all the credit in the world for what he has accomplished to where he's going this October, considering this man lived under a bridge in Paris, homeless.
Yeah, another thing, Theory's taking all the risk. If Nagano loses, everybody say, well, whatever, he's not a boxer.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't know how to use his hands properly. But if Fury gets knocked out, and so Fury's a bomb, he's taking all the risk. No risk for Nagano at all.
Look. There is a chance that could happen. You can't rule that out. Yeah. Look, he's been knocked down before. It's a different story if we've never seen him be knocked down. Okay. Same with Daniel Dubois. If he didn't get knocked down 3 times, if he didn't get beaten up by Joyce the way he did, we'd be looking at this fight a little different on Saturday. Right?
Absolutely.
But Tyson has been knocked down by one of the most powerful punchers in the business. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be able to do it, but if he can get in there and deliver a shot, Tyson is susceptible to going down.
Yeah. I don't even see Fury hurting him.
Well,
not hurting him.
Well, dude,
we'll see.
Tyson has to play smart. He has to be aware of that one punch. I mean, look, Nagano possesses what Deontay Wilder has, that one punch, right? And Nagano was a boxer before MMA. Not saying that he's an accomplished boxer or what have you, but that threat's there. And if Tyson becomes braggadocious and tries to have fun with it and, very Tyson-esque like, you know what I'm saying, how he can become.
Big style fun.
If that happens, he can get tagged, bro. That's all I'm saying. So you've got to be careful about that.
I'll tell you right now, this fight is going to be way more exciting and way more entertaining than Usyk Dubois. It already has more hype, and they're not fighting until October. Because
Yeah, I know.
Dubois, nobody really knows who he is.
No. It is. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate, but it is what it is. And these
It might
are.
still be a great. Who knows? That could be an amazing fight. Some of these fights you think will be duds turn out to be amazing. So you just never. That's why you got to watch it. You just never know.
And that's why we tune in, my friend.
Exactly.
Right? We talk, and
And it's
90%
showtime.
and 90% of the time we come back and say, "Told you so."
Yeah. And
But
sometimes
I,
they're
but
wrong too.
I tell you what, Chance, I love it when we come back that 10% of the time and say, "Well, they got us."
Yeah.
I'd rather be got than be right when it comes to
Yeah,
wrestling
because
and
it makes more
boxing.
sense, right? Like, maybe Jared Anderson, maybe one of Usyk loses. I wouldn't be mad. I mean,
I don't
that
see
top rank
Anderson.
card's pretty loaded. I'm looking forward to that. It's a free one too. That's really good.
Well, dude,
Really good
I'm
card.
really excited. It's a really fun card. I mean, if you want to see the
And I always love
future,
Joe Tessitore and Tim Bradley. They're
no,
great.
for sure. And if you want to see the future of boxing, man, this is if you're looking for an in into boxing, if you're a casual fan and you want to become a boxing fan, this, in my opinion, is the card you want to start with.
Yeah.
It's gift wrapped. It's on a silver platter for you. The top prospects in boxing on their brand are all in action.
Oh, it's a great fight.
Great night
And I
of
gotta say
boxing.
about Tim Bradley, I think Tim Bradley's the best boxing analyst right now as far as doing play-by-play goes. He's fair. He calls it as he sees it. He doesn't have a bias. If it's
No.
you're doing good, Andre had a bit of that bias. Bradley is just a straight shooter. Like, yeah, I like that about him.
Bradley has transformed his ability into becoming non-biased. You can still see that fighter mentality in SOG, right? To be fair, and that passion that he has, and that comes out wrong sometimes. And unfortunately, like us, I mean, there are times where I want to say this, and this, but I can't because we have to be impartial.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, we try to be. All right, Chance, I tell you what, brother, man. It is Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening. It's time for a bit of dinner. Let's get this posted and let's carry on. Chance, have a great weekend, man. Be safe. And we'll touch base here. Yeah, definitely. So that's it, guys. Everyone, please have a great, safe weekend. Be safe, drink, drug, do whatever you want to do. Just be safe. That's all we ask, right? Come home, be safe, come home to your families. If the last 2 days have shown us anything, there's some very sad families out there today.
Yeah.
So if we can prevent that, you prevent it, please.
Absolutely.
So I'm Bobby Sampson. He's Chance Michaels.
In the words of the great AC/DC, those that download, like, subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you. And in the word of the infamous Ed Whalen, in the meantime and in between time, that's it for Samp&Chance. Everybody have a great, great night and enjoy your weekend. And we will see you soon. Samp out.